Hello, everyone. Today I decided that I was going to start a compilation of videos showing how to candle your eggs and show some development. So, these are my two incubators that I have, and this one's a bigger one. It holds 22 chicken eggs, which is what I have in there. It's completely automatic. It's got the automatic egg turner, and it automatically stops 3 days before hatching, so that your chicks have time to orient themselves in the egg so that they can hatch properly. So I just wanted to show you those first of all. This is my smaller one, and it just holds 12. So let me turn the lights off and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, alright, cool. So this is my candler. It's built in with my incubator. And so since I have two conveniently here, I'm going to use this one to candle while I actually candle the eggs from this incubator. So just for reference, for chicken eggs, you want it to be 99.5 degrees, and for the first 18 days, you want about 50% humidity. Most everything I've read has said that 45 to 55% humidity is fine. So here's your temperature, and here's your humidity. And the cool thing about these guys is that, see, this will show you I've got 19 days left on the incubation of these guys. So they've really been in there for about 2 days or so. Now, for reference, we're going to start with this egg. This is actually from our chickens here, and technically it will be an Easter egger chicken. And the reason we're using this to kind of show you what it looks like in the beginning is because I collected it and stuck it straight in the fridge. So it should not have developed at all. So this is what a non-developing egg looks like. So it probably is fertilized because our rooster is very active. But because it has not been placed in the right conditions, it hasn't actually developed anything. So this is what all of the eggs looked like when I put them in the incubators. So you really can't see anything. Up here, you can see the air sac, and that provides oxygen to your embryos and stuff, which is pretty cool. So, okay, so we'll put him back in there. Okay, now these eggs, I bought 9 of them from this lady in Fayetteville, but these 3 are from our chickens, and they just started laying. So we're going to see what we've got. And remember, this is day 2. So day 1 was, I candled before I put them in, and they were clear like the egg I just showed you. I did not candle yesterday, so this is day 2. And we'll start with our eggs. Okay. So you can see a dark spot there already, which means that this egg has started to develop. Now, because these are Easter egger eggs, they're green. So it's a little harder to see some of the details in it because they're pigmented. But hopefully by tomorrow, we should start to see some like veins and stuff, and you can almost see it now. But this egg is on its way to developing. Okay. Number 2. Okay. It's not quite as... Oh, there he is. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there is a ring in this one too. So this egg should also be developing. And this one's a little bit darker than the other one, so. Okay, this is the 3rd and last egg from our chickens. You can tell this one's a little smaller and a little darker. So, but I can see an embryo in there as well. So it looks like all 3 of the eggs from our farm are developing well. Yay! Okay, so now these are silky chicken eggs. Camera only stays on for so long. So this is a silky chicken egg, and it's a lot smaller than the other ones. And these are some that I bought from that lady. So it's lighter colored, so you can see a little bit better. But it looks like it's developing. And again, hopefully tomorrow we can start to see some veins. If not, we should definitely be able to see some the next day. Let's turn this guy around. Oh, yep. See? So yeah, that dark spot is mainly the yolk. But if you can see the darker part right there, you can start to see some of the embryo. And again, for reference, like these guys were completely clear 2 days ago. So it's a little harder to tell when you don't have something to reference to. Because here's my clear egg. See, there's nothing in there besides that air sac at the top. So yeah, seeing these dark spots is a good indicator that stuff's happening. Oh, yep, there's another one. This egg's a little dirty, but that's okay. Oh, you can see some of the veins on this one. You look real close. So I've got 5 of these silky eggs here. And right now we're 3 for 3. Oh yeah. Number 4 is good to go for now. This one is our last silky egg. Yep. So it looks like all 5 silky eggs have been fertilized and have started developing. These bigger eggs here are Easter eggers that I bought from that same lady. Yep, there's a spot there. And there are 4 of these guys. So when you're candling, you put the large end down on the candler. That way you can see, and sometimes you have to rotate to find your little embryo. There he is. Okay. So you also have to be obviously very gentle with these guys, and you really don't want your candling to take definitely not more than 30 minutes, because they need to stay at a pretty constant temperature and humidity so that they develop correctly. But you also have to remember, the hens, they do get up to eat and stuff, so as long as you don't take forever candling them, it does not hurt them. So, yep. Okay, so this guy, you can actually kind of see a little dark spot there too. So it looks like all of the eggs in this incubator are fertilized and they have started to develop. So super excited. I'm not going to candle all of these guys today. Just because, again, you don't want to open your incubator all the time. So, and since this has the majority of my guys, I'm going to keep them shut up a little more. So I am going to do videos on this incubator every day and kind of show you the progression of the development. And then I will candle all of them on day 7 and day 14. And you do that so that you can discard any that are very obviously not developing. So by day 7, we should see a definite embryo with lots of vasculature. And so if you don't see that, if we just see, you know, like the little round circles that we saw today, then they have not grown and you need to discard them at that point because they're definitely dead. And if you leave them in there, actually, they can explode. Now, that doesn't mean that they will explode because my first time that I incubated, I did not throw any of them out because I was afraid that I was wrong. And yeah. Okay, so I put the top back on, and these 2 cords, this one's the egg turner cord. So I get that plugged in there. And this is the power cord. So it gets plugged in there, and it makes an awful noise. And it will, can't really see my numbers, but it'll start going up. Right now it's at 85 degrees. So it'll, and 37% humidity. It'll go ahead and readjust itself. Yeah, so I really like these incubators. This one I have done 2 hatches out of, and this was my first incubator. But I love how automatic it is. I literally just make sure that's plugged in, and then you put your water in this little reservoir thing here, and it actually feeds into kind of that gray area down in there. And so you do have to monitor your humidity a little more, you know, add more water. If you get too much humidity, it's got this little vent back here, and you can open and close it. You don't ever want to fully close it because the eggs actually do need some gas exchange, which is kind of cool. So you need to keep it open. Usually they say halfway or so. I was having a little bit of trouble with the humidity earlier, so it was closed a little more. But yeah, it's already back up to 51% humidity, so we're going to go ahead and open that a little bit more. This guy is my new one, and this is the first time I've put eggs in it. But honestly, it's very, very similar to this one. It's got the automatic egg turner on it. You program it depending on what kind of eggs you're hatching. It is automatically programmed for chicken eggs, which is 21 days and 99.5 degrees. But if you wanted to incubate duck eggs or even goose eggs, it's got buttons on here where you can change the number of days that you incubate and the temperature that it holds itself to. So, yeah, I really enjoy both of these. See, here's the little water spout. They turn the eggs. For chicken eggs, they're supposed to get turned at least 3 times a day for the first 18 days, and then you're supposed to basically put it on lockdown. And that's where you will take the lid off, and you can actually take the little egg turner out, which is this little separating piece here. So you take that out and lock them down. You do not open your incubator during the last 3 days, and you have to increase your humidity by quite a bit. I think it's 70% humidity, and that kind of tells the chick that, hey, it's about time for you to come out. And so when the eggs stop moving around every day, the chick is able to orient itself and figure out which way is up, which is super cool. Yeah. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching my video, and if you'd like to see further development, then hit like and subscribe.